This is Brett Waltemath of Star Watch Media at the 21st Annual Hamptons International Film Festival. Now, you wrote and directed Across Grace Alley. Can you please tell us a little bit about this project?
Yes, this is a film that sort of was born out of a friendship that came out of Dancing with the Stars, believe it or not. Karina Smirnoff and I were dance partners. I survived that show, and we became friends, and I wrote this role for her. And Marsha Mason is in the film as well, a four-time Oscar nominee.
I believe your daughter as well, isn't it, right? Plays a small role.
Piece in it. My son is playing football in the background. We shot it in Brooklyn Heights in New York and Manhattan as well. It's a coming-of-age story, very poignant film that boy struggling with his parents' divorce seeks solace in this troubled yet beautiful dancer he sees across the alley, and sees her in probably a pretty unhealthy relationship and wishes he could help, and through his innocent voyeurism is able to touch her, and she provides guidance in him in his life as well. So it's a really rich, rewarding experience. Nice to get it up there, and great to have an East Coast premiere at a festival of this this much prestige. So
now
excited.
Now this was also, I believe, your first time behind the camera, and since 2002, I believe, was the last time you directed.
Your research, yes. I mean,
what was that like to be back behind the camera?
It's great. Behind the camera is, telling stories is what I love to do, and you just have more instruments. You have to keep make music out of as a director. Love Thy Brother was my first film. Went to Sundance, and I've done some stuff for videos and Funny or Die and other things like that. But this was I wanted to do a fuller narrative and a dramatic piece, and this film's about 24 minutes, and it just has a great, a nice arc to it, and so we're getting great press. He just mentioned Huffington Post, and we just
congratulations,
Huffington Post, and it's great. It's great
because it's building a positive amount of buzz. Do you see possibly expanding this into a feature? Do you see that potential with this project?
I certainly could expand it into a feature. I don't have I have a few ideas for the story, the way it should go, but there are other ideas that I have in my back pocket as well. It depends on. I found such a great kid, and he was such. He won't be. He'll grow out of the role like probably by the time he shows up at the screening tomorrow. So it'll be about what angle to take, but certainly when you go into these, there's always that bigger idea. But for this specific story. Some stories I feel, and you might agree with me, half the movies you go see, you feel they should have ended 15 minutes ago. So some short stories should be short stories, and they're more powerful in that context. So that was the case with this, but the film does end at a place I often hear people say, well, what's next? I wanted to see what was going to happen next. So that's kind of exciting. It's better than I wish it was over 10 minutes ago.
Right. Now, you mentioned Dancing with the Stars. Now, you had a very successful season on it. I believe you finished 4th in season 12, right?
That is correct. I didn't suck.
But
I didn't win either. But it's a good listen. It turned out to be a good thing, the right thing at the right time.
Currently in season 17, like I say, you were successful on the show. If you were to give any advice to the current contestants, what would it be?
Well, be younger than I was. I think if you're under 40, you're cheating because it is a lot of work. But try to take it as what it is. It's a produced show. It's an entertainment. But the thing is, the audience is. America loves the show so much. You feel like you're running for president when you're on the thing. I mean, people cheering for you. It's a great thing.
I'll do just one last question for you. Upcoming projects for you that we can see you in.
I just finished an episode of Psych. It's an all-star episode. It's a show on USA, and I guess that'll be wintertime. And I did a film called A Little Game with Olympia Dukakis and F. Murray Abraham, Janine Garofalo, and Rachel Dratch. They're cutting that one together. It's an indie film, and maybe it'll be here next year.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the short.